A child who is trying but is slow, becoming hesitant and eventually quiet. Not because they have stopped caring, but because something somewhere along the way created a self-doubt. One moment of struggle unaddressed is the moment where a learning gap begins. And I am so glad. You can't say anything. You can't speak. तुमसे नहीं हो पाएगा. The scars and wounds had begun to become deeper until the parents stepped in. They enrolled her into public speaking classes. They made her speak in front of the mirror. The only thing they didn't do was just give up on her and ensured that the scars and wounds don't run deep. Any guesses who that girl is? Okay, you guessed it very soon. Okay, yes, that is me. For everyone who doesn't know me, I'm Mansi, the founder and CEO of KidsTopPress.com, India's largest parenting platform, a conscious parenting coach. The most important role that I play is that of being a mother to two. In my workshops, I've interacted with many parents, many teachers, many stakeholders across the countries and in many different parts of the world. And this conversation, when unaddressed, I want to ask each of you all up here on stage, what's that one word that has kind of stayed with you? Because, you as a parent or as a child growing up? As a child growing up, a word that was often told to you and kind of stayed with you.
Sharma साहब के बेटे को देखा है? So I've grown up across the country and, if anyone's here from small town India, they will totally relate to this.
Right? Okay. Super. You?
It's not really a word or a phrase, but it was always why, Shalmali. It's why. What is it? I was always the extracurricular driven girl, and my academics, I would be like, okay, just about passing. And all my teachers felt like if only I put in the effort, I would do better. Yeah. So they would always be like, but why? Why? And I would be like, I don't know. And I know in school that if I had had a little more time with grasping certain concepts, just because I was not at the same pace as everybody else in my class, I might be really good at something else, but I'm not at the same pace in a certain subject. Right. I wasn't able to answer the why that my teachers had for me.
Right. But here you are today, and we know the reason why you are here today, because none of us here up on stage can do the why that you can do. So over to you.
I think इसके पहले कि हम और कुछ करें, हम ये गाना जो इतना सुंदर बनाया है, हम सब साथ में गा सकते हैं? Yes. अभी तो पहली बात तो जोर से हाँ बोलना पड़ेगा, गा सकते हैं? हाँ. I don't mind हाँ और yes. तो लिरिक्स बड़े एक ही लाइन आपको गानी है. अब सब जाएंगे स्कूल.
अब सब जाएंगे स्कूल.
Wow. सुर भी है यहाँ पे. Very nice. Can we do it one more time? I'm going to do it and then you're going to sing just this line again, okay? 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 हाँ चलेगा, okay चलेगा. अब सब जाएंगे स्कूल.
अब सब जाएंगे स्कूल.
मिले लर्निंग के नए टूल.
अब जाएंगे स्कूल.
अब सब जाएंगे स्कूल.
सब जाएंगे स्कूल.
मिले लर्निंग के नए टूल्स. अब
जाएंगे स्कूल.
सब स्कूल जा चुके हैं वैसे यहाँ पे. But I also want to say that learning, I don't think happens only when you're in school. It can happen anytime in life. When I was 29, I decided career छोड़ देते थोड़ी देर के लिए, जाके कुछ पढ़ लेते हैं. So I've gone and studied at summer school music, which I never got to study in a classroom. So अब सब जाएंगे school is not only for school children, I feel. This anthem, it can extend to anybody who is ready to learn and grow as a person.
Yeah, that Shalmi, when this song obviously now represents a voice of 1 crore children, and I think that 1 crore number, every time I say it, it kind of gives me goosebumps that what a milestone is this. What did it feel like you when you're in a position of power to lend your voice to something which is so meaningful? Yeah, I know that. But like when you're lending your voice to this eventually.
Just to be part of this platform and to be associated with P&G Shiksha today is making me feel like I've checked a box, a small box, because I'd like to do more. But I know that this is one of the most fundamental and important things that we must extend to children. It cannot be a privilege. Education cannot be a privilege. Education, and the right form of education that fills in the gaps that are there in our schooling systems is what we need today, and we are eternally grateful for programs like P&G Shiksha for making that possible. And I am absolutely feeling whole being here on this stage and doing this today.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And as we were sharing...
First of all, thanks for all sharing your personal stories, right? It really hits hard. When you are in the program, right, you sometimes, don't know that how it's impacting everyone. But what you just said, right, it's a feeling of immense pride, right? 1 crore children, 1 crore families is something which I feel proud and every PNGer feels proud of achieving. But at the same time, it's also a moment of great and just having to know that there is also a responsibility which lies, right? Today also, the learning gap is a big problem. Almost 50% of students are facing this on grade, so the journey is just started, right? And it's not a gap which is, too distant from everyone in this room, right? You heard some stories here. I have my own story. I have a son who is an 8-year-old, and actually I live this every day with him, and it hits hard, right? And even the kids are able to relate, understand this, and when you are providing them that safe space zone and also the tools and enablers, you can create that long, journey for them, which will help them achieve their vision, their potential, and it should not be a setback, right, for any child. And that's what we are all here to do. And P&G Shiksha has committed itself to erase this learning gap. And I'm sure with partners like you and everyone in the room and all the parents and teachers, we will be able to do that.
Incredible. Thank you so much. Can we have a huge round of hands and forces today to be here?
Okay. You have to hold this.
Okay. Now for this picture.
शिक्षा दे दी नई दिशा शिक्षा लब सिखाया मुझको कॉन्फिडेंस दिलाया मुझको अब समझाएंगे स्कूल अब समझाएंगे स्कूल मिलना लेंगे
Thank you, Radha. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Shalmali, for being here with us today. अब आपकी क्लास लगने वाली है. So be ready. So it's some fun times, huh? We're gonna get, the part where the parents dread the most, or इनकी थोड़ी कम practice है, so we'll have more fun. We're gonna do a PTM meeting with the both of them. So let's see how they fare. Please come here. We're preparing them. We're actually preparing them well. All of you in the audience, I want you all to participate as well. And how are we going to do that? Is we are going to share QR codes, which is right there, or the URL that you see, and then put in the code that comes there, the hashtag code that you see. I'm just going to wait for everybody to scan that QR code or join in through the link. So you all can also be part of this live question that we're going to have, like the fun game that we're going to be part of. Okay, tell me when you guys are ready. Just put your phones up so I know that you guys have all scanned the codes and you all are all logged in. Yes? Super. So let's go. It has to be fast, huh? No thinking.
Okay.
No thinking. It has to be spontaneous. It has to be fun and it has to be honest. Okay. Who is most likely to get irritable when teaching your child and it takes a few attempts to explain a concept? I love the
Honesty?
honesty or the
Honesty
chemistry. I don't know, honesty or chemistry. Okay. Who is most likely to relate and remember your childhood and the areas that troubled you?
Lot of childhood trauma there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've healed mine.
I'm waiting. Has to be me. The trauma has been.
See, everybody has trauma.
Yeah.
अरे मैंने heal किया है यार.
Some people
I've done
just
some inner work.
Some people just don't accept it that it's trauma.
Listen, I don't know why like trauma has ma in it. I don't get it. I think mostly the dads have to be blamed, right? We should rename trauma. What do you think, Mansi?
I think that it doesn't need to be renamed because the dads have given the ma the trauma.
The ma.
Ah, nice one.
Okay, I mean, I'm not sure my partner can say that though.
Okay, but very important, and I'd like to, with all the fun and games, I think I'd really like to emphasize on a number here that really needs attention. Overall, half of the adults recall feeling left